Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. Before we talk about our topic of the day, please make sure to like and subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate it. Also, other topics of news. This shirt just dropped and it's my friend Marvin, and if you're interested in purchasing one or are interested in getting other stuff, follow his page. I'll link it right here and it's also in the link below. I really like it. I got an oversized tee. I might cut it up and chop it up and make it cool, but right now it's just like an oversized tee. So yeah. All right, so let's get started on the topic. So today's topic is why you are not making progress in your fitness, like your health and fitness goals. So this can include weight loss, weight gain, or maintenance. Encompassing in this as well, it could be also why you are not gaining strength. So all of that kind of mixes in. So we're going to touch on a few things. More often than not, people think that what dictates progress, physical progress, is how often you attend the gym. This could not be further from the truth. Why? Because you can overworkout, which is actually a thing, which causes fatigue, it causes central nervous system issues, and it can cause weight gain or weight loss, depending on what your opposite goal is. On top of that, there are so many other factors to the body other than just your muscles. You have your organs, you have your lungs, you have your hormones. There are so many other working parts to the human body. It's not just your muscles. If we were muscles, we would look like this. So yeah, we don't look like that. We are human beings. We have skin, we have organs, we have muscles. So that being said, your gym progress is not the only thing that is going to dictate how much weight you lose or how much weight you gain. So therefore, scratch that myth. So the two main things most people are going to look at is how you're working out in the gym. So is your workout something that is pushing you to grow or lose weight? So more like that would be probably the most basic thing you can check yourself on. So I would highly recommend, if you are not a certified trainer or you do not have background in fitness, to hire a coach. Please hire someone who's knowledgeable. Don't hire, especially when it comes to nutrition or fitness, don't hire someone just because it's like, oh, I won, one show or one meet, so all of a sudden I'm gonna be, the world's greatest coach. No, it's not like that. You need to find someone who's knowledgeable, who has gone to school, or has gotten their certification, who has practiced it on themselves, but has additionally also practiced it on other people. Because what works for one person is not always going to work for the next person or for you. So that would be the first thing. Check your workouts. Are you being pushed enough? Second thing is your diet. Are you eating enough? Are you eating too much? Are you eating too little? More often than not, what I see with a lot of my clients is people undereat. So they don't eat enough calories, if you count calories. They don't eat enough food, but they also either overeat or undereat in certain categories. For example, a lot of people usually overeat in either fats or carbs, but they undereat when it comes to protein. So check that. Hire someone who's a nutritionist or some kind of dietitian, because especially if you have any other health conditions, because that is a huge important thing. And make sure they have their certification and they know their stuff. Don't just hire someone because they have abs or because they look skinny or because they won a competition or something like that. Please don't do that. Make sure they know their stuff, please, for the love of God. So the third thing will be water. How much water are you drinking? Are you drinking enough? Are you drinking too much? I don't know of anyone who drinks too much water. You can never have too much water. I lied, you can. But just make sure you are drinking enough. For me personally, and this is not to say that you should do that, but me personally, because I'm an athlete, I am very active, I drink a gallon a day. However, I also supplement it with enough sodium and potassium, so I have my electrolytes, because it is very possible to flush those out with drinking too much water. So make sure you are maintaining that correct balance. Okay, so we have covered food, we have covered water, we have covered exercise. All of those things are, you're doing them correctly, you're hitting them on point, and you are still not losing weight or you're not gaining weight. what's up. So if you're being 100% honest with yourself and your trainer or your dietitian or whoever, then I would definitely visit the doctor. One huge factor that comes into play that a lot of people do overlook is hormones. So a very common condition nowadays is the thyroid condition. So issues with the thyroid, whether it's hyperthyroidism or hypothyroidism. Hypo is when your thyroid levels are it's low functioning. It's not, it's low. And hyper is when your levels are too high, your TSH is too high. So with both conditions, you can experience weight loss or weight gain. You can also experience other issues which can bring in your adrenals, which involve fight or flight. It can involve your cortisol levels, which is a huge thing when it comes to weight loss or weight gain. So that being said, make sure you get your levels checked with a lot of stuff, because it could be something as simple as a deficiency. Your levels can be off. It could also be something like you have an autoimmune condition. I have one that affects my ability to lose weight. So sometimes if my levels are off, I can put on 10 pounds and literally be doing everything the same, everything that I've been doing correctly, eating enough, drinking enough, cardio, all that, and I will not be able to budge my weight because of my hormones. So please look into that at the doctor, because I definitely think that's something a lot of people overlook, and they give up on their goals because they think it's impossible. I'm doing everything I'm supposed to, except, it's not working. So 100% check that out, because also you could have something like diabetes and that can throw you off completely, or be insulin resistant. So check that out, or get that checked out. The next thing I want to address is, are you sleeping enough? Are you sleeping enough? I know that seems really silly, but recovery from your workouts is so important. It's so important. I cannot stress that enough. And that's not just recovering from your workouts. I'm talking recovering from your everyday life. If you go to work, you have a very stressful day, and you go home and you sleep 4 hours, you're not recovering. I'm sorry, I don't care what you say. I don't care how many supplements you take or how many energy drinks or coffee cups that you drink. That is not recovery. You basically scraping by and being able to function the next day does not mean that you slept enough or you recovered well enough. So sleeping is super important, and sleep looks different in each person. So for Tommy, he may be able to sleep 6 to 8 hours and be fine, and that's his recovery. However, Susie might need like 8 to 10 hours of sleep. And you know what? That's what she needs every day. Or some people need, 6 hours, and they need a good hour nap throughout the day because they work from home. It looks different for each person, but sleeping is super important in recovering. So what I mean by that is sleeping, stretching, foam rolling. I know not everyone believes in foam rolling, or just whatever it takes to recover, which food is involved in recovery as well, and water, but that is extremely important to check as well. Next is supplements. Are you taking the supplements that you need, that you're deficient in, that are going to help with aid in recovery or help you function at optimal levels? That's something extremely important. I'm not going to touch much on supplements because that's something that I would talk more to my clients about based off of their individual goals, but that is something I definitely recommend you talk to a trainer or a nutritionist or dietitian about, or even your doctor. So last thing I want to cover is stress. The one thing that everyone forgets about, remembers but forgets about. So stress affects the body in so many crazy different ways that people don't realize or they forget about. So if you're stressed out, let's say you are stressed out with a situation at work or a situation with your significant other or family, whether or not you're thinking about that all the time, that one thing is going to be on the back burner of your brain and running. And the best way I can describe that is it's almost like an app on your phone. So you have your phone, right? And you're running an app, but you're not on it all the time. So you leave it open, but it's running in the background. It's still draining your battery, even if you're not conscious of it, but it's still draining your battery. So I want you to keep that in mind. That's one thing. If you have multiple things you're juggling all at once, and you may not be thinking about them all at once, but they're on the back burner of your brain or on your, you know, it's an app that's running in the background, it is still draining your battery. Learn how to manage your stress. Recognize where you are stressed out in areas of stress and try to take control of that in the best possible way that you can. So whether that's letting certain things go, planning things out better, or addressing them one thing at a time, that is extremely important in recovery. I can't tell you the amount of clients that I've had who are eating, sleeping, drinking enough water, sleeping enough, but they are stressed out to the max, and they're like, my weight is not budging, or, you know, I'm not gaining weight. And I'm like, I asked them about their stress, and they're like, yeah, I'm stressed out. There have been multiple times in my life when I've been extremely stressed out or things have been bothering me that much, I either cut them out of my life or I learn how to manage them better, and automatically I just drop weight like that. And it happens, it does. So, like I said, manage your stress. So, back to the beginning, the things that I touched on, are you working out enough? Are your workouts hard enough or intense enough? Are you eating enough? Are you drinking enough? How is your health? Are you taking the right supplements? Are you sleeping enough? And how are your stress levels? So, seems like a lot of working parts, but honestly, for you to be successful in your goals, whatever it is, those things are extremely important. So, again, check those things. If you're frustrated with your goals, please look at those. And, you know, if you have, you know, areas of stress or things that you know, have questions about, or have any questions about those few things that I listed on this, comment below. I would love to hear your feedback. What's something that has hindered you from your progress as of recently or before in the past? Comment below. I would love to hear from you guys. Thank you so much for watching my rant, my TED Talk, my Gen Talk, whatever you want to call it. I appreciate your time, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.
Nice to know ya.